Testing. Yeah. Good morning and welcome to Wichita State University's Weekly Briefing. My name is Andy McFadden. I'm the Executive Director of Strategic Communications at WSU Tech. These briefings are held in an effort to keep the campus and public better informed about the progress occurring at Wichita State. Following the university update and today's featured topic, there'll be time for questions. Governor Laura Kelly will visit communities across the state on her Kansan to Kansan budget listening tour. She'll be at the WSU Metropolitan Complex from 5:30 to 7 p.m. on Tuesday. The governor wants to hear from Kansans about what their priorities are for the coming year's Kansas state budget. Following a brief presentation about the budget from Governor Kelly, attendees will divide into groups to discuss their budget priorities. 5 teams of Wichita State students are finalists in the Coke Innovation Challenge. The business pitch competition, sponsored by Koch Industries, is an annual competition supporting the WSU College of Engineering in fostering a culture of creativity, innovation, entrepreneurship, and teamwork among students. Cross-disciplinary teams of new freshmen and transfer students studying engineering, art and design, business, and other disciplines compete for funding and scholarships to invent products and technologies via a freshman introductory course. Some of the pitches are a mobile app that allows users to vote on what's for family dinner, a bicycle security device, and a magnetic device that makes pulling wires through walls easier. The final round in May will determine the overall championship team, which will be awarded a travel grant to attend the National Collegiate Entrepreneurs Organization Conference and compete in the Global Pitch Competition in 2020. Fairmount College of Liberal Arts and Sciences inducted Judy Bell, Robert D. Blackwill, and Donna Sweet into its Hall of Fame on Friday. Induction into the Fairmount College Hall of Fame is the highest recognition of outstanding alumni who have a significant impact in the region, nation, and world. Bell began her golf career in the 1950s U.S. Open at the age of 14 and was the first woman to head the U.S. Golf Association. Blackwill is the former ambassador to Brussels and Vienna. He also served as ambassador to India, presidential envoy to Iraq, and deputy national security advisor. Sweet is one of Kansas' top HIV positive and AIDS specialists and a noted national and international speaker on the subject. Molly Carson, Savannah Redfern, and Jacob Burns are Wichita State's new University Innovation Fellows. Carlson's UIF project is to plan a WSU Open Streets event on April 5th that will combine innovation, entrepreneurship, and the arts. Redfern is working on a project-based living and learning community for students. Burns plans to create a buddy system for international students to increase sense of community between international students and other students at WSU. A $1.25 million gift from the estate of Wichita State University alumnus Brenton D. Myers will support the WSU College of Engineering, where Myers earned the degree that helped him build a lifelong career in engineering and airport planning. Mr. Myers endowed the Brenton D. Myers Engineering Scholarship in 2011 and the Brendan D. Myers Innovation in Engineering Education Award in 2015. The award is used to help faculty develop innovative ways to teach students to be better engineers. Mr. Myers' estate gift will be divided among 3 areas: supplementing his scholarship to produce larger awards, increasing the faculty award to make greater impact, and providing discretionary funds to the dean to strengthen College of Engineering. WSU ranks 9th in National Cyber League. Wichita State's 3 teams in the National Cyber League combined to place 9th nationally after the fall semester competition. Worldwide Wheat, that's the team name, placed 10th nationally in the gold bracket. National Cyber League is a capture the flag style competition which helps students prepare and test themselves against cybersecurity challenges they are likely to face in the workforce. NCL measures their ability to perform real-world cybersecurity tasks such as identifying hackers from forensic data, breaking into vulnerable websites, recovering from ransomware, and more. I need them to come teach me some of those things. This season, more than 6,000 players and 700 teams around the nation participated in NCL. WSU's team is comprised of members of the Wichita State Linux Users Group, known as WULUG. More than 1,100 students are eligible to participate in the 122nd Fall Commencement Ceremony at 2:30 p.m. Sunday in Charles Koch Arena. Each one of the graduates has their own story of perseverance and hard work. Here are 3 examples. Madison Davis, a criminal justice major, plans to start her graduate degree in January while working as a graduate teaching assistant and teaching part-time at a local middle school and high school. Gabrielle Owens, who earned her Master of Arts in Aging Studies, credits tutors and others resources provided by the Office of Diversity and Inclusion to help her complete her degree. Sydney Easterberg, a sociology major, used a planner and a daily to-do list to improve her time management skills. She's working on her master's in sociology. Read more about Wichita State's outstanding December graduates at wsu.news/fallgrads. Mark Parkinson, who graduated summa cum laude from Wichita State in 1980, will receive an honorary degree on Sunday. Parkinson was Lieutenant Governor of Kansas when President Obama appointed Kansas Governor Kathleen Sebelius to his cabinet. Parkinson became governor in 2009 and served 2 years. In February, the Parkinsons who live in Washington, D.C. donated $200,000 to launch the Mark and Stacy Parkinson Scholarship for first-generation immigrant students. While finals end today, yes, and university offices close on December 20th, several events will take place during the holidays. On Saturday, the Puppy Paddle raises money for the Wichita Animal Action League. Bring your dogs to the Heskett Center for a dip in the pool from 10 a.m. to noon. On Monday, the Wichita State women's basketball team plays Arkansas Pine Bluff at 11:30 a.m. at the Charles Koch Arena. Wednesday, KMUW's Literary Fest at 121 North Meade features a Charles Dickens classic, A Christmas Carol. Tickets for the meal and discussion are $20. On December 21st, the Shocker men's basketball team plays VCU at Charles Koch Arena, and university offices open on January 2nd. Spring semester classes begin on January 21st. And now I'd like to introduce our featured speaker, Dr. Andy Tompkins, Interim President of Wichita State. Welcome, Dr. Tompkins. Thank you. Yes.
Give me just a minute to get organized here. Well, good morning, and I'm honored to be with you. I'm on my last 4 or 5 days of being as your interim president, but it's exciting that I have been asked to have a little few remarks here, kind of closing remarks as I prepare to leave. But I first want to just start by saying thank you for your kindness and your support while I've been your interim president. A little over 8 months it's been now, and it's been an absolute joy for me. The other thing I want to do is just express my appreciation to everyone in here and everyone throughout our campus for the role that they play in helping this be such a special place for our students and for our community. Everybody here plays an important role, and I've learned that throughout my whole career, and so I may have been in this role for you in a period of time. You all have yours, but I'm telling you, all of us are essential for making this place work well. So part of what I want to do today is just say thank you. And thank you for helping me, and thank you for what you do for WSU. It's been a real privilege for me to be here. I've learned so much while I've been here. And, you know, when you're here and you're in a role like this, that's when you really get to know the place. Because I have been coming here since late 1970s. At that time, I was school superintendent in El Dorado, Kansas. And so I've been interacting with the campus, and then ever since 1979, so like how many years is that? 50 years. But there's nothing like learning what the campus is like until you're here. And this is really a special place. And sometimes if you've worked here, you don't see it that way. You may, well, it's a place I go to work, it's a place I could do these things. I'm just telling you, having been here now 8.5 months, I want to have you on this holiday season think about, this is a pretty special place. Take a time to reflect on what you're doing and realize that. You know, there are 3 things we normally point to with pride when we're talking about our university. You know, we've got our enrollment up a little bit. We have a nice research portfolio that's been happening. And of course, you know, we've had physical changes in the campus that have been a lot of excitement in the university. But one of the things, and of course these are important to us, but I want you all today to also think about some of the things I've noticed since I've been here. I'm going to share a few slides with you in just a moment. I had done this with our USS and UP Senates last week, or earlier this week, I guess it was. But anyway, the thing I have been so proud of is the range of students that we serve and the support system that we've developed to meet their needs and help them be successful. You all probably know or have heard we have these programs for students to help them prepare from our community, TRIO, Upward Bound, Gear Up, those programs. No one in the nation has done this and has as good of programs or have had as many for so many years as right here in Wichita. And there is no doubt these kinds of efforts have helped prepare people to go on not only to here but to other places and have success while they're in college. I'm going to show you a slide in a minute, just a representation of our students right now, which if you were thinking about a major research university, you may not think that's the students that are at that university, but this place is a special place for a whole range of students. The other thing that I've noticed that I think is really something you ought to feel proud of is that this has become a very welcoming place. Obviously they're going to welcome people who'd be in this role, but I'm saying for people who come here, they feel, I've had so many notes from people, a parent who was helped at admissions or was over here and someone helped them find their place to get around on campus. An extremely welcoming place for everyone. And, you know, if you walk, part of this role is I interact a lot with people in our community, and guess what? They see this, and WSU Tech, Andy, as really an important link to this community and the success of this community. So it's a wonderful place to be and for us to be able to help and support our community. So let me just show you a few things. Part of this is some things that I have used with external groups, but I thought for this last one, maybe it'd be good if you all got to see this too. As you all know, you all have gone through a process you did back in 2014, you've done it again now about what our mission should be. And if you'd go out and look at missions of other universities, they'll look a little different than this. And because the focus here is on us being a driver in our community, be linked to our community, and so forth. Well, I want to tell you a reason that I've learned since I've been here, kind of the reasons why have we started pursuing this mission. And I'm going to kind of look off of this as hopefully you're looking at it too. We've changed in our state many years ago, especially in the 80s and somewhat in the 90s. Tuition was a much smaller part of what a person, the funding for the general operating of a university. And now it's a much greater part of that because the state's share of that has gone down, and now we have a much greater reliance on tuition. That's number one. Number two, high school graduates across this state are very flat, and in the mid-2020s will go down some. So every student's important. If you're relying on tuition, you want as many students you have, and every student's important. So we see a real increased need to expand our recruitment efforts, and as you all know, part of the reason for the I-35 corridor idea Dr. Bardo had was, hey, how can we expand that recruitment effort someplace? We know that if we're really going to be a good partner in this community, we got to make sure we can get people here and have them stay here. You know, we always hear these things about people leaving, getting educated in Kansas and leaving Kansas. Part of ours is how can we increase that development of talent and have them try to stay in our community? Be responsive to what our workforce needs, and I think this affiliation we have with WSU Tech helps us look at those initial skills that someone has that they're going to need in the workforce, as well as then advanced skills that they might need. And I want to say this other one, and that is, in the midst of everybody needing every student they can and all, you're trying to figure out how can you be distinctive? What can make you, why would someone want to come here instead of go over here? And so part of this reason that we've developed some of the things that you've developed over time, that I'm the benefactor of being here for this time, are those things. So here's some of the things then that are outgrowths of these things that we're finding. One is we're trying to say one way we might be distinctive is, could we say that if you came here, we'll make sure you get linked to having applied learning experience that hopefully might link you right to a job right here in this community or this region. Here's what I know, having been a K-12 educator for years. If you not only learn it in theory, but you have to learn it in application, you not only understand it better, but you retain it better. So there is an educational reason for this. There is an economic reason for this. And so guess what? This is a winning combination for you. Another one is we serve a huge population, diverse population. We're the most diverse campus in the state. And guess what? We should feel some pride in that. I think I do, for certainly in the time I've been here. And we have supports that have been developed to make sure we can be successful with them. As you remember, Dr. Bardo had this saying, he wanted to make this campus more of a place where you could live, learn, work, and play. In other words, inviting to the community so they just don't see it as one more place in the community, but at a place for them to be and that they're welcome and we like having them here. And as you know, we're trying applied research has been a big issue for us, and I know Dr. Golden is going to have another great focus also on basic research, and so this is a thing that we think will make us distinctive. I don't know if you read, but in terms of aerospace industry-based research, we're #1 in the nation this year. So we have tried to make ourselves distinctive. Now, here are these students that we serve. Now this, for you all who are here probably, you're going, oh, Andy, I knew that. But not everybody realizes this. Take a look. We have about 47% of our students who come either first generation underserved populations or low income populations. 49% of our students are from Sedgwick County. Of our students, notice we have our international students this year. Most people have been losing those. We kind of flattened out on that, so that's a real positive for us. And also you can see we've had some growth in people taking online. That's happening everywhere, but also on our campus. Here's a chart that I couldn't believe. Our crack staff on statistics was able to put this together. Maybe y'all have seen this before. But this shows our enrollment trends since we opened in 1895. Had 28 students. But I want you to notice we were over 16,000, if you'll remember this year when we did it. You'll notice that probably our height was a little over 17,000, and then you see this sharp drop. What we know happened in that time is that's when the Board of Regents in this state in the 80s decided they didn't want the universities to offer 2-year degrees. And so what you saw was a drop in those 2-year programs in the university sector and an increase in those programs in the community college sector. If you're wondering, how's the I-35 corridor helped us? Well, you all have probably seen it before, but it's worth looking at again. I mean, look where we were in 2006, and look where we are right now. And this year, as you all probably know, we're expanding to San Antonio, we're expanding to Houston, and I think that holds great hope for us. And of course, when they get here, then they're going to have housing, so that's helpful. That means they're going to be students in the mix and on campus and so forth, so I think it's very healthy. Another thing, we talked about the research. I thought it would be good if you were able to see how much that has grown over a period of time. Now, we all know a lot of that is aerospace research, but guess what? We've had NIR, and it is one of the most preeminent research facilities around our country, especially for aerospace research. And so, I mean, this year, you want to talk about a person who's been blessed. This year, we've had all the major generals in the Army in this country on our campus. Isn't that amazing? And guess what? They're coming because the way we look at this is different than some others in that we think we can help them. Not, can you give us money just to fund our research? We turn that around and say, we think we have the ability to help you, so you help us fund this. We think we can develop a research and help you in return. So, as you can tell, I mean, there's a lot for you to be proud of. I know we're on a kind of a limited time, but I wanted to say, you know, it's been really a delight and a privilege to be here. I want you to feel good about this place because I certainly do. And I know Dr. Bardo was famous in saying it's a great day to be a Shocker, but it is really a great day to be a Shocker and a great day to be a part of this university. So thank you all for letting me be here today.
Thank you, Dr. Tompkins. We'd like to extend our appreciation for your enthusiasm, your hard work, and good humor to keep the university moving forward during a time of transition on the campus, so we really appreciate you. At this time, I'd like to take any questions on today's updates or any questions anyone may have. Okay. If anyone has any questions, those could also be forwarded to Joe Kleinsasser to his email address. If there's no more questions, I'd like to remind us of the vision and mission. I know we were just looking at that with Dr. Tompkins, but the vision is to be internationally recognized as a model for applied learning and research. Our mission is to be an essential educational, cultural, and economic driver for Kansas and the greater public good. Thank you for coming to today's briefing. This is the last weekly briefing for this semester. Yay! Happy holidays, everyone. And we will resume with the weekly briefings back on January 16th. So have a happy holiday, everyone. They have been since we started. So I used to go to these